Is money truly the root of all evil? This age-old saying has been etched into our collective consciousness, shaping our perspectives and interactions with the very thing that makes the world go around: money. But is this statement an absolute truth or a subjective interpretation? Could it be both? These questions form the crux of our exploration today. This exploration isn't just about answering whether money is indeed evil. Instead, it's an intellectual journey through the corridors of Stoicism, Marxism, and Existentialism. Each philosophy presents its unique perspective on money, success, and morality, providing us with a multifaceted view of this complex subject. We will delve into Marcus Aurelius's Stoic lessons, the philosophy of capitalism, and the existentialist interpretations of money's role. Each step of this journey is designed to illuminate the philosophy of money, creating an educational space for discussion, reflection, and understanding. So is money a necessary evil or a tool for good? Let's embark on this philosophical journey to find out. Let's turn to the ancient philosophy of Stoicism to understand money's role. Stoicism, a school of philosophy founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium, teaches us to develop self-control and fortitude to overcome destructive emotions. One of the most famous Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, left us with invaluable lessons and quotes that shed light on the Stoic perspective on money and success. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." The Stoics believed that happiness and peace come from within, not from external possessions like money. They did not see money as evil, but rather as something indifferent. This indifference means that money in itself is neither good nor bad. Its value and meaning depend entirely on how we use it. For Stoics, money is simply a tool. It can be used to do good or cause harm, to create or destroy, to uplift or suppress. The power it holds is not inherent to the money itself, but is derived from the intentions and actions of the person wielding it. The Stoics urged us to use money wisely, to contribute to the common good, and to avoid letting it control our desires and actions. Another Marcus Aurelius quote that perfectly encapsulates this Stoic view is, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This suggests that our relationship with money should not be one of dependency or obsession. Instead, we should strive to cultivate a healthy relationship with it, recognizing its utility while also understanding its limitations. In the Stoic perspective, the key to handling money wisely is to maintain a balanced perspective. As we navigate through life, we should strive not just for wealth and success, but also for wisdom and virtue. Money should serve as a means to an end, not the end itself. So in the Stoic view, money is not evil, it's our attitudes and actions towards it that can make it so. Now let's switch gears and delve into the Marxist perspective. In the grand tableau of Marxist philosophy, money is seen not merely as a benign tool of exchange, but rather as a vehicle of exploitation within capitalist societies. Marxists argue that money, in its essence, is a symbol of social power. It's the golden key that opens doors to resources, opportunities, and influence. But in a capitalist society, this key is disproportionately distributed, leading to vast social inequality. Think of it this way. The capitalist economy is like a giant machine, and money is the oil that keeps its gears turning. Those who control the flow of this oil, the capitalists, have the power to direct the machine's movement. They decide who gets what, when, and how much. The workers, on the other hand, are mere cogs in this machine, dependent on the capitalists for their survival. But here's where the exploitation comes in. The capitalists, driven by their pursuit of profit, pay the workers as little as possible, while reaping the benefits of their labor. The workers, in turn, are forced to sell their labor power in exchange for money, just to survive. In this way, money becomes a tool of oppression, a chain that binds the workers to their capitalist masters. This is not to say that Marxists believe money is inherently evil. Rather, it's the capitalist system that uses money as a means of exploitation that's potentially harmful. It's the system that enables a small group of people to amass wealth at the expense of the majority. It's the system that turns money from a simple tool of exchange into a weapon of social control. So, is money the root of all evil? From a Marxist perspective, it's not the money but the system that wields it that is the true culprit. Money in itself is merely a tool. It's how we use it, or rather how it's used against us, that can make it a force for good or evil. From a Marxist standpoint, it's not money itself that's evil, but the capitalist system that uses it for exploitation. Finally, let's explore the existentialist perspective on money. Existentialism, at its heart, is about personal freedom and responsibility. It's a philosophy that emphasizes the individual, the subjective, and the importance of authentic existence. So how does money fit into this? Well, from an existentialist perspective, money is not inherently good or evil. Instead, it's a tool, a means to an end. The value of money lies in what it can do for us, and how it can either limit or enhance our freedom. Consider this. Money can provide us with the means to pursue our passions, to break free from societal constraints, to live authentically. It can fund our dreams, whether that's traveling the world, starting a business, or pursuing an education. In this way, money can enhance our personal freedom. But on the flip side, money can also limit our freedom. It can tie us down, force us into jobs we despise, and create a sense of dependence. It can lead us to compromise our values, to prioritize profit over people, to lose sight of our authentic selves. The existentialist perspective reminds us that we are not defined by our wealth, nor our lack of it. We are defined by our actions, our choices, and our authentic existence. Money is simply a tool that can either enhance or limit our freedom, depending on how we use it. The existentialist perspective also emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility. We must take responsibility for our financial decisions, for the ways in which we use money, and for the impact these choices have on our lives and the world around us. In essence, from an existentialist viewpoint, money isn't inherently evil. It's a neutral tool that can be used for good or ill, depending on the choices we make. So, whether we use money to enhance our personal freedom or allow it to limit us, is ultimately our responsibility. So, from an existentialist viewpoint, money isn't inherently evil either. It's our responsibility to use it wisely. So, we've explored 3 different philosophical perspectives on money. Our journey began with the Stoics, who taught us that money, like any other external, is indifferent. It's neither good nor bad. What matters, they say, is how we use it. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of virtue and integrity over wealth. To him, money was not a measure of success, but rather a tool that could either be used wisely or misused. Then we took a detour into the realm of Marxism. Marxists view money as a symbol of the social relations of production, a tool of exploitation in a capitalist society. Yet it is not money itself that they critique, but the system that creates inequalities and class struggles. Money, in this view, is not inherently evil, but it can be used to perpetuate evil systems. Finally, we stepped into the world of existentialism. Existentialists argue that money can lead to bad faith, a state where we deny our freedom and responsibility by letting money dictate our choices. However, they too do not label money as evil. Instead, they warn us against losing our authenticity and freedom in the pursuit of wealth. Across these philosophies, a common theme emerges. Money itself isn't inherently evil. It's our attitudes and actions towards it that determine its moral value. Money is a tool, a medium of exchange, and a store of value. It can make our lives comfortable, help us achieve our goals, and even facilitate our growth. But when we let it control us, when we start valuing it over ethics and integrity, that's when the problems start. It's essential to reflect on our relationship with money. Are we using it to improve our lives and the lives of those around us? Or are we letting it dictate our self-worth and happiness? Are we pursuing it at the cost of our values and authenticity? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. Remember, the goal isn't to demonize money, but to understand its role and use it responsibly. Money can be a servant or a master. It all depends on how we handle it. Let's learn from the Stoics, Marxists, and existentialists and strive to use money as a means to an end, not an end in itself. In the end, it's not about how much money we have, but how we use it. Let's strive to use it wisely, ethically, and responsibly. Let's use it to create value, not just for ourselves, but also for our society. Let's use it to pursue our authentic goals and dreams, not someone else's idea of success. Remember, the goal isn't to demonize money, but to understand its role and use it responsibly. After all, money is just a tool. It's up to us how we wield it.